Nope, it's Tim at the TAH Farm. Today is Monday, November 3rd, and we're going to get this last field of corn. Truck's still not ready. Been chasing air leaks, and right now we're looking for a dump air switch for it. So, it's not ready to haul grain today. Alright, we got the dash all tore apart here. Here's the switch we're looking for. Been chasing an air leak back there, and that's about the only place I can find it's coming from. So, here's where the truck sits. All right, we just got back from making the first trip with the wagons. Had about 450 bushels in the wagons. And this is what it looks like in several places. Yeah. Anyway, we got most of this area back. Well, I shouldn't say most. We got about half of that area back there done. And a couple strips here, but I think we'll take this all the way down. I opened up everything on this south end and then behind the buildings here, and I got done. I was right just like 2/10 of a bushel under 150 bushels an acre. Well, then I came back and went down this little stretch here along the parking lot, and then along this row of trees, which these are all houses over here. And I dropped down to 105 bushels an acre when I went across the back. So just more along them trees. Anyway, it's been running up here on the screen here. 180s to 210 going through here, so we might get up in the 140. I think we'll do better than 150, which as long as I do better than 150, I'll make money on this. This will be the first year I make money on this field, if that's the case. So, but our GPS has drifted way off. That being gone for an hour to unload. So, yeah, it's off by 15 feet or more. Anyway, we got you riding with us now. Got you sitting up here as if you was riding with me. Seeing how this last field of corn goes. This probably fill my bin up. If I do 155 on an average, that bin's going to be close to being full. We'll have to see. The field average has shot up a bunch now that I got away from this field along the trees here and the houses, which you'd have thought, man, back over on this side, the deer would have hit it harder. Back over in there, being away from houses and people. But I mean, maybe it's coons being by people's houses, living off their trash, things like that. I don't know. How does this camera look? Tipped you up just a little bit. See a little better there. Anyway, I am pleased considering the year we had. Moisture though is hanging around that 17. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, you got to core a bend when you fill it. I think as soon as I can get that truck ready, I mean today's Monday, I work Wednesday, Thursday. I'm off this weekend, but it's supposed to rain. So we'll just leave the fan run on until it rains. See if I can't knock that down on top. And then by then hopefully have that truck ready and I can take a trip with the truck and get rid of a load. Just have to see how it goes. And we'll core the bend with that. Just have to see what happens here. If we get enough, it doesn't fit, well then we'll take the rest of the elevator and maybe core it with that. I don't know. I got a couple ideas and plans. Well, we gained 3 bushels an acre going up through there. We're up to 136 now. That's the only thing about skipping rows like I've done here, is this top screen is going to be off on the harvests, but it should all work out in the end. I hope. This is exactly a 9-acre field, so. But we're going to try to get 3 more combine loads into the wagons here. See if I can do that in an hour. And then got a chiropractor appointment to go to. I'm getting old. So, yeah, we're up in the 200 pluses here. It looks pretty decent where it looks good. The last year I had corn in here, that's 2 years ago. I borrowed the applicator from United Equity, the co-op, and it was the first time it was used that year, and the chain was skipping on a bad sprocket. And after I got this field done, as it went on, I kept raising the rate up on it and raising the rate up on it. And I don't think we got near enough nitrogen on it, and that was a big problem with its yield. So this year, of course, now I have my own applicator, and it put a good dose of nitrogen. I think we did like 155 or so on that application. 155 gallons an acre for those that don't understand. And then planting, I do 15 gallons, 10 of that's nitrogen, and 5 of it's thiazole, which thiazole is like nitrogen on steroids. That's how it was described to me, and I kind of like it. But anyway, yeah, it's a little, about 330 right now. 338 to be exact. And we should be able to get this loaded up. I might even be able to get the wagons to the farm before I have to leave. That would be nice. But she's filling up a lot faster this time. Well, we get here to the end, we're going to turn around and go back, finish filling up. Anything crazy goes, we'll get back with you here. So, hang tight. that's all that's left in there. Unloading. Both wagons are packed full. So here's how we're going to end the day, and we'll pick you up on the next video when we finish this field.